Hello. Thank you very much for coming to the Tier Efficiency Review Final Phase Determination Report. I'm Bert Schwingler. This is Morten Oort. We are from the Pappas Consulting Corporation, and we have some great things I think you're going to like today. But first, I want to give you a bit of background on the situation. We were asked to essentially rubber stamp some decisions that this administration had made in regards to the functioning of this university. But we are a firm with principles, and those principles, combined with our own experience as parents of college-age children, made us realize that we can't just be yes men and rubber stamp the bad decisions that are handed to us. We've got to think it through. So here are our recommendations for the University of Iowa moving forward into the future. There are a number of obvious places that fat can be cut, so to speak. There's a part-time strategic communication position that can immediately be cut, and in fact, overall, the University of Iowa spends far too much money on advertising and recruiting to justify that kind of expense. There are other highly paid but unnecessary upper admin positions that can be converted, and of course, the tier review program can be terminated. Money spent on consulting firms like our own does not result in the savings that has been predicted and never has. And this has been studied and proven. It's time we take those lessons seriously. There's a number of sustainable funding solutions that are longer term than that. The kind of sports expenses that currently go from the university to sports need to be reversed. Those sports have been intended always as a way to subsidize the rest of the university, and is still promoted that way. We need to make that reality. A number of benefits will accrue, of course, once different sorts of funding solutions are found. For employees, with equitable salary redistribution and living wages for employees at all levels, comes a kind of satisfaction that will, in effect, trickle down to all the residents of this community, including, of course, students. Why not imagine a kind of trickle-down, gross university happiness measure, mirroring the gross national happiness of Bhutan, to replace the more fiscal sorts of considerations more traditional at a university like this. Students will not only experience the trickle-down happiness, but also there will be free tuition. There can be free tuition for all admitted Iowa residents. No more shifting of the debt burden from the state to the student. This is fully within the realm of possibility. We will eliminate, we recommend eliminating hidden student fees, the backdoor tuition that amounts to thousands of dollars, and the establishment and funding of scholarships specifically for student living expenses so that all meritorious students can afford to come to a university like this, regardless of class. For contingent faculty, we recommend opening tenure track positions that benefit upper level faculty to all faculty, including adjunct instructors who currently have to struggle to make ends meet. And we recommend an open border asylum for all Wisconsin university employees who are affected negatively by the policy changes and budget cuts at that university in that state, all universities in that state. Now, to lock in the sort of positive changes that we're talking about, that this evidently brings in the very short term, we need to make some changes that will ensure that future decisions can be made. And we can't possibly predict what those decisions will be, but we need to establish a friendlier climate for making such decisions. And to do that, we need to create a governance system that gives students, staff, and faculty more control over university affairs than they have. For example, they should be able to vote on all major hires. The campus-based University of Iowa Presidential Search Committee was recently dissolved and outsourced to the Parker Corporation. We would, of course, reverse that decision and recommend no such decisions in the future. And furthermore, we would recommend allowing university employees to elect regents directly. This concerns them. It's their university. They need to have a voice in how it's ruled. Now, overall, this is just the beginning. This is one university in a great state, in a great country. And we recommend we believe that these sorts of changes will herald a new era in education vision. commitments to fully fund state education at preschool, K-12, and college levels, including assistance to allow students to fully benefit from the resources at their disposal. And this will return Iowa to being a U.S. education leader as once we were. And I use U.S. advisedly because almost all countries in the developed world already have implemented these sorts of policy decisions. It's time for the U.S. to as well. And now we will be happy to take any questions for ourselves in regards to these decisions and what this might mean for Iowa.